I wanted to share a mapping practice with you that we did on the last workshop, and it's about mapping the bony structure. So mapping again is about charting our body to open up for new sensations, because when we stick to the pathways of touching ourselves that we are used to, we can never discover new things. The bony structure, mapping the bony structure of the body is a little bit different than mapping like the genitals or like soft tissue. And it can be immensely satisfying actually. So you can use that, what I'm going to demo, you can use that to map the bony structure of your pelvis. So that's your pelvic bones. The pubic bone is really interesting as well, because there's a lot of nerves going over that as well. And so what I'm going to demo is mapping on the collarbone. I'm right-handed, and so I would stick to mapping my left collarbone because just it's most accessible for me, and it feels nicest to touch the opposite side of the body. And so you will start just by closing your eyes, taking a few deep breaths. And I would start on this joint between the collarbone and the breastbone. So there's a little bit of a bump here, and already I'm tapping into something that's kind of green pain, so pain that feels nice because it's intense. So don't do this if you feel any red pain, but kind of like, oh, there's some nerves here, so it's interesting. So what I do is you can vary the pressure, but kind of a little bit of a strong pressure, and I'm moving the skin on that bone in order to feel all those bumps in this joint. Ooh, that's a very intense point that I found there. There's also like acupressure points along the collarbone, so it's really interesting to map. Taking a deep breath, so the breath helps you to anchor yourself in the moment and to breathe in the sensations and take them to a deeper place. And you want to minutely edge along the collarbone. So I'm stopping when I'm talking because I'm finding new interesting sensations. Ooh. Using the breath. The breath helps you to focus as well. Whenever you feel that you drift off in thoughts, you come back to breathing. And I notice that I get into a kind of trancey state when I do that. So I'm fully present to whatever's happening. So here's a very interesting spot that I just found, maybe related to an acupressure point. So I'm edging along. So while I'm of course feeling in my hands and fingers what I'm doing, the focus is on helping me, so using the hand to help me feel my body. Taking a deep breath, taking the hand off, staying with your eyes closed, and just notice what your left collarbone feels like compared to the right one. So it's much more prominent, as if it were bigger. Actually, the entire left side of my body feels bigger now. The entire left side feels brighter, lighter. And there's still tingling going on there. Taking a deep breath again and opening the eyes. When you do that on the bony structure, on your pelvis, make sure that you're comfortable. So what you could do, for example, for the pubic bone, it's easy. You just bend your legs and plant your feet. If you go a little bit further towards your pelvic floor, a nice position is, that's also true for mapping of the genitals, is when you lie on a bed, on a soft surface on your back, and you plant the feet against the wall if possible, so that your knees are kind of like bent into you, so that you have easy reach, and you prop your upper body up on pillows, really comfortable, really relaxing. Enjoy.